Magandang Monday afternoon mga ka-try. Welcome back, welcome back. Ito na naman kami. My name is Rome. Siyempre kasama natin si Tandem Dave Oro. Sir, kumusta ka? Tayo ay nagsisimula ulit ng isang buong week. At siyempre nais nating magbigay ng ilang balita po, no, na pangunahin na with your indulgence partner.
Yeah.
Gusto nating magbigay ng pakikiramay dun sa mga naulila ni dating Mayor Alfred Lim na namatay, at nais nating sila, may mga ilang kaibigan tayo nakakilala. Alam ko, partner Dave, may kakilala mo to si dating Mayor, no?
Oo nga, bilang katunayan, isa siya sa mga witness namin sa aming wedding. Almost 19 years na ang nakakalipas, kaya medyo matagal lang. Kaya nalulungkot po tayo sa pagyao ni Mayor Fred Lim, at syempre nakikiramay po tayo sa mga naulila niya.
Oo, kami nakikiramay po mga ka-try. At syempre, this episode po ng Tri-PH Media, nais natin na malaman po ninyo ang ilan sa mga kalagayan natin sa Philippine tourism. That's why we are here. One aspect po ng ating tinitingnan ngayon, syempre yung lagay ng panahon, Tandem Dave, no? Yung ating bagyo, siguro naramdaman ninyo itong weekend, ulan ng ulan dito sa amin sa Tagaytay, parang walang tigil yung ulan. Ito po ay dahil sa tropical depression na si Ferdy. Ayun, at nanatili po siyang malakas, subalit ito po ay paalis na. Wala na siya sa Philippine Area of Responsibility. Ferdy exited the northwestern boundary of the Philippine Area of Responsibility at 9 a.m. today, and it is forecast to move generally northward over the West Philippine Sea and likely to make landfall over Fujian province in southeastern China tomorrow morning. Halimbawa, yun nga lang po, the combined effect ng Ferdy and the enhanced southwest monsoon will bring strong breeze force to near gale force winds over Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Metro Manila, Calabarzon, and Mimaropa. Kaya naman mga ka-try, medyo ingat-ingat po tayo. Partner Dave?
Kaya kung kayo po ay maglalakbay, ay tiyakan lamang na ang takbo ng inyong mga sasakyan ay tama lamang. Huwag mong masyadong magmamadali sapagkat minsan mayroong mga pabugso-bugsong mga pag-ulan at basa po ang mga lansangan. And speaking of paglalakbay, Tandem Rome, ay meron pong balita na nag-anunsyo ang ilang oil companies na magkakaroon po ng pagtaas sa presyo ng gasolina at pagbaba naman sa presyo ng diesel simula bukas. Kaya maganda at hindi magandang balita yon pinagsama sa isang news item. Partner Rome?
Ayan na nga, oo. Pero habang nandito naman tayo at hindi naman tayo maglalabas masyado, Tandem, edi okay lang naman siguro hindi magpagasolina. Maganda lang konti. Yun sir. So ang ating pag-uusapan po ngayon, yamang tayo ay nandito, meron mga magagandang lugar sa Pilipinas na tiyak na magugustuhan din ng ating mga ka-try. Kung ikaw balita ko, napasyalan mo to, Tandem, itong lugar ng Bataan. Magandang lugar yan sa Bataan. Bago natin introduce po ang ating invited guest this afternoon, Tandem, medyo masusubok yung ating English skill ating panoorin. Bago po natin yan panoorin, ating tingnan po ang kanilang video na ito sa lugar na tinatawag Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar. Oh, yun, no?
Wow, very nice.
Ganda. Napapaano ka na, Tandem.
Right.
Very nice. Well, of course, the our special guest for this show, for this episode, mga katry. Just bear with us kasi kinakailangan po namin konting English ni partner Dave.
Yeah.
He is the president of Las Casas Filipinas De Acuzar. Let's please give a warm welcome to Mr. Paul Kerr. Mr. Kerr, how are you?
Fantastic. Thank you, Rome. Nice to be here.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And we'd like to ask, of course, how is the situation there in Bataan right now, Mr. Kerr?
Well, like in most places across the country, it's a little bit challenging, but I think Bataan's doing quite well. The numbers of COVID cases are relatively low, and Bataan, where our resort is situated, has actually managed to stay transmission-free. So they have no locally transmitted cases in Bataan, which is it's a very positive thing this time.
Mm-hmm. And we're happy to hear that beautiful news about your place. And can you share to us, Sir Paul, how has this pandemic affected your business, your resort?
Well, terribly, I'm afraid to say. We were closed for a good 3.5 months, through which would have been the high season. So there's no positive spin on it, unfortunately. So all we can do is look forward now to the future and make the best of it.
Okay, yes. And what programs are currently implemented so that you can ensure that your employees are protected, they're not going to get any of the COVID-19 virus, Mr. Kerr?
We have a lot of programs or a lot of implementations, some in line with the Department of Tourism requirements for resorts to operate under this pandemic, others that we have gone above and beyond to try and implement. We go as far as, of course, we implement the social distancing. We've created physical barriers where we think it is important to have such. Our staff that come from outside of Bataan, who are not local to Bagak, have compulsory COVID testing to make sure that not only our staff stay safe, but also our guests is very important to us.
Mm-hmm. We heard, Sir Kerr, that you already opened on July 1, last month only. How's the business so far? And what are the new normal guidelines you're implemented in your area to adhere the government requirements and to protect your guests?
Mm-hmm. So yes, correct. We opened back in July 1. We were very keen to open. A large resort like ours has a big impact on the local community as well as, of course, as a business. So we wanted to open not only for the sake of business, but also for the sake of the well-being of Bagak as a town. Mm-hmm. We complied with all the DOT requirements as well as the LGU requirements. We passed all the inspections. We were very eager and pushing quite hard to get it all done on time. So we were very well prepared. We had all the things that we required already ready by end of June, so that as soon as we got the go signal, we could go ahead and open.
Wow, that's great. So we would like to see, I think you have a video prepared for us so that we can see how things are now being prepared and done when we start getting visitors there in Las Casas Filipinas.
Yes, so this is our safe stays at Las Casas, we call it.
All right, wow, safe stay at Las Casas. Let's watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was
Wow,
nice, huh? So it
great.
really makes you feel safe, Mr. Kerr, looking at all of the preparations being done. So I've seen a lot. I've seen these nice things that I would really like to do when I go there. Uh, the place seems so big that you don't have to worry about overcrowding or people being too close to each other. So, but what are some of the unique features of Las Casas Filipinas that makes it a must stay, must go to a vacation place or tourist destination, Mr. Carr?
Yeah. Well, there are so many reasons that make Las Casas an attraction in itself. For reasons of COVID, of course, it's a fantastically large area with a lot of fresh air. We have the sea there. Social distancing is very, very easy because it's a 400 hectare property. So before people get close to each other, that's really something. It's very close to Manila. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours drive from Manila. So it's one of the closest destinations you can go to see the sea and to see, something other than quarantine at the moment. But what makes Las Casas unique in itself is the heritage of the place. These are old houses that have been transported from all over the Philippines, and some have been replicated to simulate what would have been the old look of Manila if it would have been preserved a little bit. Some of the houses are from straight down Manila, the actual old heritage houses, several hundreds of years old, some of them. And it gives you an idea of what the Philippines could have, would have, should have looked like all together in one location. We celebrate the architecture, the history, the food, the culture. It's a one-stop shop for everything Filipino. It's by the sea, which makes it another attraction in itself, and its proximity to Manila. So I look forward to welcoming all the viewers, and please pass on the message. We're open for business.
Yeah, actually, Mr. Kerr, I already enjoy my family with my family your place. I think twice or thrice, and well, I can imagine how excited our listeners and viewers right now. But beside the Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar, what other tourist attraction in Bataan should not be missed by our visitors, Mr. Kerr?
So Bataan is a very beautiful peninsula. It has a couple of attractions. So one historical attraction is, of course, through good or through bad, the Battle of Bataan. So there's the Mount Samat shrine, which is definitely worth a visit. It'll give you an idea of the bravery of the people that protected and defended Bataan to the last moment, and then the Bataan Death March, which followed thereafter. Because Bataan is open to the sea, it's also home to a lot of Pawikan nests, sea turtles. So in Morong, there's the Pawikan Conservatory, which people can visit, and from November to February, you can see the eggs hatching and the turtles running to the sea. Should you not want to go to Morong, we also are now a certified Pawikan center. So we also have Pawikans coming and laying eggs in Las Casas, and we launched them then. We just did that at the beginning of the year, actually, before we were closed down. Then there's the Five Fingers in Marvellas. Geographically, very interesting. Again, you'll have to go there by boat. Las Casas also offers boat trips there, should you wish to do that. Those are the main attractions of Bataan.
Okay, so we are looking forward to having more of this kind of facility in the Philippines. You know, I've been telling my tandem Dave here, partner Dave,
Yeah.
whenever I go to other countries, I often think like, oh, this would have been nice if it was back home in the Philippines. And now you see things like this showing all of the wonderful glory of the old Manila, takes you back, a very nostalgic feel, and so big that you can feel very safe and clean. So wonderful place to visit. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul, for joining us here in the live shows here in Tri-PH Media.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me. Rome, Dave, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, all right. So there you go. That is the president of Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar, Mr. Paul Kerr. We will be right back. Don't go away. Ayan po at
We're back.
we are back.
Hey, how about my English today?
Ay, syempre naman, partner.
Thank you.
We would really like to thank Mr. Paul. That's a very nice tour of the place. Talaga namang it's something na gustong-gusto nating magkaroon ng mga ganyan sa Pilipinas kasi yan ang talagang puntahan ng mga tao. Masarap pasyalan, maganda yung environment, safe pa yung feel mo na nandiyan dyan. Kaso yun, mga taga Bataan, siyempre kami hindi pa makatawid. MECQ, no? Pero doon sa mga po pwede na, ayan ang isa sa mga magagandang lugar na talagang pwedeng tumulong.
At saka partner roam, tandem roam, ang isang bagay na na-appreciate ko doon sa ginagawa po nila ngayon dyan sa Las Casas, yun talagang nasusunod ng maayos yung proper na pangangalaga para wag kumalat ang sakit. At the same time, pwede na pala mamasyal dyan basta may prior lamang na arrangement. At the same time, ay may mga protocol na dapat gawin kasama ang inyong pamilya. Tandem bro.
Yes, tandem, no? Tama naman. Ang galing. Tsaka marami sa ating mga katry nanonood ngayon. Yan ang mga sinasabi. No? Basahin ko lang with your indulgence, partner. Ha? Ito, si Carl Calabao, I love Las Casas. Kaya naman gustong-gusto daw nilang dyan. Si Sir Junel, Sir Junel, kumusta kayo dyan? Ingat-ingat po. Sabi niya, plan to visit again. So meaning na nakapasyal na ito.
Right.
And then nandito po si si Miss Lisa Kerr watching through Facebook, says hi Dad. So Mr. Kerr is still there in the backstage. And
thank you, Lisa.
Still watching. Thank you, Miss Lisa, for watching the show. And of course, ang ating dyan, si Sir Joey Cuevo. Wow, Three Musketeers. Hello po sa mga gwapong host, Rome, at David. Bakit parang nabibingi ako, partner, pagka yan yung
Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa Tandem, meron ba tayong inaasang magandang travel tip for today?
Well, oo. At meron tayong mapapakinggan na naman mula po sa ating professor ng bayan, si Prof. Ralph. At marami po tayong matatanggap na mga payo, mga tips kaugnay po ng ating step by Prof. Ralph. Ating panoorin si Professor Ralph for our sustainable travel tip of the day.
Magandang hapon muli mga katry at welcome sa isa na namang segment ng Step by Prof. Ralph. Noong nakaraang linggo na pag-uusapan natin sunod-sunod yung mga tips kung paano tayo nakakatulong sa kalikasan. Ngayong linggo naman ay mag-i-start tayong mag-usap tungkol sa kung paano natin irerespeto ang iba't ibang mga kultura sa mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin. Hindi po ba lagi natin isinasama sa ating mga itinerary at iba't ibang mga sikat na mga lugar at yung iba nga ay mga religious na mga lugar sa iba't ibang mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin, lalong-lalo na kapag ito ay may kinalaman sa kanilang kasaysayan. Bakit ba natin sila pinupuntahan? Ito ay upang maintindihan natin ang kasaysayan ng mga tao, para maintindihan natin ang kanilang kultura, ang kanilang relihiyon, at upang maintindihan natin at ma-appreciate natin mga katry, yung trabaho ng mga tao, yung kanilang everyday living, paano ba sila nabubuhay araw-araw, paano nila pinapalaki ang kanilang mga anak, anong kinakain nila, at iba pa. Sapagkat kapag ginagawa natin ito, at kino-compare naman natin ito sa ating kultura at sa ating kasaysayan, ay doon na tayo na-excite at na-appreciate natin ang diversity ng iba't ibang mga kultura ng mga tao sa buong mundo. Sa pagpasyal natin sa kanila, nakikita natin ang iba't ibang mga gawain may kinalaman sa kanilang mga kultura na usually nagdidepik ito sa way of life. Kaya naman ngayong hapon mga katry, ay sinasuggest namin na kapag tayo ay namamasyal sa ganitong mga lugar, baka pwedeng huwag tayong basta-basta gumawa muna ng mga activities, huwag tayong basta-basta tumatakbo o kumukuha ng mga larawan. Baka pwedeng mag-observe muna tayo mga katry. Tingnan muna natin yung kanilang pananamit, tingnan muna natin yung kanilang paggawi, paglakad. I-observe natin ang mga nakapaskel sa wall, ano ba ang mga pwede, ano ba ang mga hindi pwede. Upang sa ganon, makatitiyak tayo na hindi natin sila na-offend. Kaya kapag tayo mga katry ay may balak na pumasok sa ganitong mga gusali o sa mga historical communities, ang aming sustainable travel tip ngayong hapon na ito, irespeto natin ng kanilang kultura at ang isang paraan ng paggawa nito ay kung nakita nyo na nagtatanggal sila ng kanilang mga tsinelas, sapatos at mga sandilias, ay mas maganda mga katry kung tanggalin din natin ito. At pagkatapos, kapag tayo ay nakapasok na, huwag tayo kaagad kumuha ng mga larawan. Huwag tayo kaagad na parabang sumigaw o tumakbo-takbo kaagad sa loob. Mag-observe muna tayo mga katry at kung may mga tao doon, batiin natin muna ang mga locals. At sa ating pag-iikot, dahan-dahan lang tayo mga katry para wala tayong naaapakan na sasagasaan kasi baka yung mga simpleng maliliit na bagay na akala natin ay walang kwenta ay napakalaking bagay na nito sa kanilang kultura at sa kanilang kasaysayan. Sana meron kayo uling napulot dito sa ating step by Prof. Ralph upang sa ganon lahat tayo ay maging isang responsableng traveler kapag pwede na uling bumiyahe.
Ayan, mga ka-try, welcome back. My name is Rome at syempre kasama pa rin natin si Tandem Dave Oro dito sa aming palabas. Live na live po tayo, Try PH Media, and we just had our special guest a while ago, si Mr. Paul Kerr ng Las Casas Filipinas De Acuzar. Syempre pa, yung napanood na natin na yon, yung pagtatanggal ng sapatos, pag-observe, galing kay Prof. Ralph dun sa sustainable tourism o sustainable travel, excellent practices. At kung napapansin mo, Tandem, yung girl na nando doon, si Jelly the Explorer. Yan ang ating bagong katry.
Opa, ano?
Oo, meron laging nando doon. Si Jelly the Explorer.
Siya pala
Siya
yun.
siya yung ating tagagala ngayon at taga-demo ng mga best practices for sustainable tourism. Tandem Dave, magpapasalamat po tayo ng ating mga supporters and sponsors.
Well, pasalamatan po muna natin ang ating mga sponsors na patuloy po na sumusuporta. Siyempre, nariyan po ang Pau de Oro. Hitik na hitik sa linamnam at sarap. Garantisado, panalo ka dito. Kaya halina't tikman Pau de Oro, ang Bicol's Best Toasted Siopaw, ang paboritong toasted siopaw ng bayan. Sa halagang 10 piso, nag-enjoy ka na, happy tummy ka pa, sulit, di ba?
Ay, sulit na sulit. Ang sarap niyan, lalo-lalo na kapag tiniternohan ng malamig at masarap na inuming Bon Happy Tea. Bon Happy Tea will fill your life with happiness because they offer a buy one, take one promo. One for you and one to share. As low as 90 pesos. Classic flavors only. They also have extra happiness and goodness in a cup. With their own bestsellers, Rock Salt and Cheese Series and Cream Cheese and Cheesecake Series. Available every day for takeout, pickup, and in-house delivery. So what are you waiting for? Come on and visit or order from a branch near you. Yan po ang ating mga supporters na palaging walang sawang tumutulong po sa ating advocacy. If this is your first time po dito sa Try PH Media, welcome. And we would like to hear from you and your support for our advocacy. Kaya naman, like us here on Facebook, follow us here on Facebook, and of course, share all of the videos we have on this channel. If you're joining us through YouTube, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell right beside it so you will get updates on our very latest videos. Yan po ang ating palabas sa araw na to. Tandem Dave.
Yes, pasalamatan natin muli ang ating mga naging guests. Well, sa pangunguna po ni Mr. Paul Kerr, ang President ng Las Casas de Acuzar. At marami po tayong natutunan sa magandang lugar na yan, magandang mapasyalan sa lalong madaling panahon lalo na pag bumalik na po sa normal. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay mga katry. Magpapaalam na po kami, Sir Rome.
Yes, Tanon Dave, thank you very much ulit sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa amin. Abangan nyo kami ulit Wednesday, 3 p.m. at ating kakapanayin naman ang ilan sa mga nasa business ng tourism, yung mga nag-aayos ng mga events. Yan. Tingnan natin kung paano ba talaga ng mga technical aspects when events are being prepared. Lalo na ngayong COVID-19, hindi pwedeng event. What are the things that are can be done as an alternative? Para may mga idea po kayo na gusto nyo magkaroon ng event or webinars, i-interviewin natin ang ilan sa mga partners natin dyan sa bagay na yan. At dito muli nagtatapos ang isa na namang episode ng TriPH Media Live Broadcast. Again po, my name is Rome.
At ako naman po si Dave Oro na nag-iiwan sa inyo ng mga katanungang how far is far and how high is high?
You'll never know unless you try.